Hey folks, fWhip here, and welcome on back to the Hardcore Minecraft World, where today we start the castle build. This is something that people apparently have been waiting forever for me to start doing again, so I am so absolutely excited to get back in here and start working on a brand new Minecraft castle. Today, we're tackling the Gatehouse. If y'all are excited, please be sure to click that like button down below, and why not subscribe if you're brand new? Thank you very much. Now, from last episode, I am sure things are looking very different. We are up to level 45 right now because, holy cow, have I been on the grind. I have been grinding resources like crazy. I've been trading with the villagers like crazy, and I actually ended up doing a stream from this world where we chopped trees for about an hour and a half to get so many resources. This was all in an effort to get some terracotta trades from stonemason villagers, which unfortunately we did not get. So I was able to gather up a bunch of clay blocks. I believe they're up in here. Yeah, we got those. So I'm going to start smelting these guys down to get more regular terracotta because we're going to need that today. But look how many bricks I have. Look at all the granite I've got. I've got so much stone. We've got a bunch of wood right here. That's all of it. Check that out. Look how much jungle wood and dark oak wood. We're going to need lots of that stuff and even more overflow in there. Now, in the last episode, there is something that I forgot to do for ourselves, and that was plant fields. I got so carried away with building up that awesome new house down at the village, which I'm very excited about to keep working on that little thing. So thank you all so very much for that. But today, to get ourselves started, I think we have to add another field, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do. We have 2 carrot fields, 2 wheat fields, 2 potato fields. We got the lilac field. We got the mini allium field right up there. We got a sunflower field, and now we also have the little beetroot guy over there, which needs to be finished off a little bit, so maybe we'll do that today. And then also this area here in the front, I'm thinking we'll do some structures and buildings along this section here so we can fill that up with village life. Naturally, I believe that moves our next field location to be something along here. We can have a small roadway, maybe from here all the way down to about the sandy shoreline, and then sending off over to there so we can have this just as a front line, and we can work on a cool field back in this section. Sounds pretty awesome to me. Let's get started. Scratch that though, as I realize I broke the diamond hoe in the last episode, so let's enchant this guy first. What do we get in Fortune 3? That is a dang good diamond hoe. That's gonna be perfect for getting saplings. There we go. The new carrot field with the few trees in the background is now set up and ready to go. And I love this little pathway over here along the edge of the beach. Can't wait to terraform this area out. Decided to bring it up a few blocks. So now we have, what's that? 2 blocks of space at least to play with some slabs in there. We can make something really interesting for a little sandy beach down here. Jumping up here on top of the house though, you can see the carrot field really works out with everything else that we have. I can't wait to have that growing all the way up. But the last resource that I need before we can start tackling the gatehouse, which unfortunately is going to be more dirt because I used a lot of dirt to fix that thing up. We've got a lot of terraforming to do over there before we can start building the gatehouse. But number 2, I need warped wood, so we have to go into the nether and try and find a warped forest. Now, before we do that, we have pillagers in the middle of our farmland, so I'm going to avoid them and head back into the enchanting tower because we have so many levels and they're not doing anything for us, just sitting there. So what are we going to get? Fire protection 4, that is exactly what I wanted for one of these little gold helmets right here. And Unbreaking 3. Oh, that's gonna be amazing for the nether, which means these boots right here, we no longer need fire protection on. I thought I had a dummy one in here I was trying to enchant. I must have used it already. So let's see if we can find a protection 4. Protection 3, that's a start. Feather falling 4 though. We only have feather falling 3. I am getting that right now. And protection 3. I will take that. That's awesome. Now what's our sword gonna roll? Unbreaking 3? Let's try it out. Fire aspect, knockback, terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Smite 4. Not really what I want in there. Okay. Next step is we also need protection 4 on a chest piece. So we need to get protection 4 for the boots and for the chest piece, and then we're pretty much good to rock. So I'm gonna make another diamond chest plate. What do you got? Ooh, protection 4, that's looking pretty dang good. And thorns 2, wait, that is really good. That is a real big upgrades here, everybody. Let's try one more set of AirPods here for the enchanting table. Fire protection 4, bummer. All right, now what we're looking for. What about the sword? Smite 4 again. There's a sharpness 2 though, so we could take that at least for now. And then we have unbreaking 3, not really what I'm wanting. Do I re-roll the sharpness 2 sword, or do I keep that for now? I think we just keep it for now. From there, it is time to combine these chest pieces together because they're gonna be absolutely amazing. That's 10 levels that way and 10 that way, so it doesn't matter, but protection 4, thorns 2, unbreaking 3, diamond chest piece, that is amazing. Somehow I have to sneak by these guys and make it into the nether portal. I don't think it's gonna work out too well, so I guess we're just taking them out first. All right, there goes one, and there goes the other one, please. Yep, okay, we got bad omen though. Nova, are you safe? That's good. I don't think anybody hit you there. And where are the rest of them? Was there only 2 pillagers in that group? Thank you, buddy. Time to put the new safety helmet on in the nether. We now have 2 fire protection 4s, so we should be rather safe in here. We did lose blast protection and a diamond helm, but you know, we're safe against a lot of other things. Okay, got rid of him. It's fine. We're safe. We're safe against so many things. As mentioned, my friends, we are on the lookout for a warped forest this time, and I haven't really explored that way too far past Basalt Delta, so we might be able to find something over there. I believe this right here takes the cake for the largest Basalt Delta biome I think I've ever seen inside of Minecraft. Look at that thing. We are in 27 chunk render distance. Oh my gosh, I see some right over there. Check that out. We got some warped wood, and we got the little warped forest. I almost jumped across this chasm. Let's go with that. It's fine. We made it. Now the warp forest, I did grab some of these blocks so we could bone meal them from the outside and be able to actually make some new fungus thingies with these guys right here. But I might as well grab a little bit if we're on the edge anyways. Oh, looks like you can even find the warp fungi inside of Crimson Forest. Didn't know you could do that. Okay, that's sweet. We only need a few of these, but I still want to go get some more of the hyphae stuff from the other side. There we go, full stack of the crimson stems. That should be doing us for now. Hello, Piggy. How you doing? Yep, you just stay right on top of that little block. Nope. I hate the range that they have. I can never get it right. I'm seeing a whole nother bastion around here. That brings us up to, I think, 3 or 4 of them nearby spawn. We're gonna have to raid those all here eventually, but I don't want to deal with that right now. That sounds a little terrifying. I like the nice, safe warp forest. There's nothing in here that can kill us, but look at that hot tourist destination. No, good thing I didn't fall too far there. That would've been an awkward time to die. Got a bunch of the wood now and just gathering a few of the ground coverage things as well because they're so fun to be working with. I absolutely love these little plants. They're pretty fun, guys. Oh God, the gas did not like that joke. I get it, it was a bad joke. I get it, it's fine. Nailed it. Home sweet home of the Soul Sand Valley with our friendly skeletons. And a killer gas. Can we just not? Can we not do this? No, we doing this? Okay, we're doing this. I almost hit a piglin, I'm running away. Time to get the last few bits of things together here, and we're moving over to do some building on the castle, folks. I've been moving chests back and forth, my friends, getting everything ready to go here. The last thing we're gonna need is a heck of a lot of scaffolding for ourselves, and I would love to see if I can get 2 stacks of it because this is gonna be rather dangerous. To give you a glimpse of everything we're gonna be using, check all of that stuff out in there. We're building this thing mostly out of jungle wood and then the bricks and the terracottas, and it's gonna be so absolutely fun, but I even got a few extra little bitties and things right over in here, so we got these ready to go as well. Just over the 1 double chest. How unfortunate. Now, before we get into the build, a little bit of what I've been wanting to do is move all of this terrain higher into the sky and allow us to create a form of a moat that'll actually be dried out, going around the entire castle in the form of we're gonna have these sea cliffs. So I'm thinking about right here from the water level, we cut this all the way back in here eventually. Probably not today because my shovel is not quick enough for that. And we're gonna be bringing it out and have actually a bridge coming over to this side, connecting into the castle, raising up the terrain around here a little bit. We can talk about this stuff all we want, but what's actually gonna come down to is what we're doing here. So my friends, with that, for the first time of today's episode, let's go ahead and kick this up in a good old-fashioned time-lapse mode right after I sleep. There it is, my friends. I was building late into the night, so we are right here early in the morning taking a look at this with a fresh set of eyes. And oh my gosh, I love it. It has turned out so well. I love the colors on this. Definitely something you just gotta believe and trust me on, okay? I know we're using planks and strip logs inside of the walls of the castle, but it looks really, really good. Coming inside my fancy door on the back, though, we've got this little bit of the entrance up in here. We got a lot of space that we got to work with. I'm thinking we put a staircase coming all the way up this section where I left that 3x3 area open in here. I love the little lecterns up here. We can look out over the farming village. I'm really tempted to move those spruce trees like back there now so they're just not in the way of the view right here because I think it would look so much better. But we've also got the gatehouse in here set up with iron bars coming all the way to the top. Got it going into like a little beanie thing right over here. I don't think I need these. One thing I'm quite annoyed with myself at that I didn't think of before I built this, but I thought of it while building the thing is I wanted to make some maps and my inventory is an absolute mess right now. Where can I throw some junk? I always love my map rooms inside of Minecraft. I think it is so fun creating them, so I want to create a map of this area, and of course it's going to be perfectly divided between 4 of them. Feels like this always happens when making a Minecraft map, is there's just always whatever you're building is right in the middle of the borders. And there we go, the entire farming village and the castle are now mapped out, and that is looking really cool for the windmill right there. I really like that one on the map. That's always so funny. Our campsite is slowly developing over there with more chests and more crafting stations, but coming to the inside now, first and foremost, is I wanted to get ourselves set up with a staircase to go to the top. We're not going to be doing the entire interior today, but I'm tired of having scaffolding inside of it, so what I was thinking was we can take some strip spruce log going right up all the way along here. And I should have made a way down. Please don't kill me. No, we're fine. It's fine. Then from there, I thought it would be quite fun to use some dark oak slabs, creating a bit of a staircase going all the way around here for us. I'll figure out some ways we can incorporate those little shooty-outy points right there with the windows so we can actually get something for them. But for now, we at least have a way to get to that top floor. Next up, however, we need to get some landscaping done out here. First step on the landscaping, however, is I wanted to come up into this section and do a little bit of work here. I like this, so I was thinking we give ourselves a little bit of a front entrance point. So we have the bridge coming out here into the center, so we're gonna also bring these guys out. And we'll have a bridge stretching out a good distance that way. Don't want to build it yet because I want to figure out the landscaping first, and then we put the bridge to get across whatever thing we need a bridge to get ourselves across, right? I think having primarily andesite in the pathways will actually be better than using mostly cobblestone because it's a bit of a smoother texture, and I think that lighter, calmer color that it's going to provide will be a little bit better on the long term. Spawn proofing all of this place is going to be a pain in the butt, but this will do it for now up here, and I'm going to use a lot of slabs and things in the pathway, so that'll just be naturally spawn proof by the block itself. Given the fact that I want to bring the landscape around here down to about the 64 block range, right above the water level, so we can have a dried out moat going all the way around this thing. This block up here is currently at 79, it looks like, so we have a few blocks of space to work with before we need to start the stone. It's gonna feel a little stumpy, I guess we could say for now, but that's totally fine. We'll get this thing sorted. I don't do too much of my terraforming on camera. I do most of it through the time lapses, but I thought this would be kind of a fun way to show y'all how I typically do this stuff here. And I want to add a little bit more of a steeper element to it so we can maybe incorporate some smaller trees and things up here. I think that could be super fun. So if we start working and having a harder corner right along here of maybe bringing this one up, and then we can have this bit extending out here and having these, there's all over the place. I want to have a lot of lines and sharp edges and just things moving around. But this right here should hopefully be enough of the dirt placing. Taking a look back now, how does that feel? It gives us a what, 4 blocks coming downwards? Maybe we smooth this out or make it even a little bit more drastic. Yeah, let's do that instead. I like that. I think that's going to work out really well, at least on that corner there, and maybe bring a little bit more around to this side too to bring it down as well. We don't want to have it being a solid flat line. Now for a quick dummy demonstration of how sea cliffs typically work, because the waves are constantly crashing along them. Say this grass right here is a water level, and then you have the bottom of the rock starting here. Typically it goes out, and then the waves kind of crash up, so that gets eroded away a little bit. And then from there, the waves are only hitting at a certain layer because the tide only comes in so much, so it typically comes back outwards. And then up here you have the different erosion lines for where water's been over different centuries and times of the world, so then it eventually kind of comes back in. So it's a little bit of like a squiggly S shape along the whole thing, and I'm thinking we're going to try and do that same idea over there on the walls. Maybe we make it look like the dirt is falling off of the edge, so it's going to kind of come down the stone a little bit there, so we can build the stone up into it, and then wherever we have some open gaps, we just kind of replace it with dirt. I know it's pretty flat for now, but I think it'll be more interesting as we work our way downwards, because then we can start incorporating some shapes like this, where it's going to actually have some blocks going back. Terraforming in Minecraft is one of those things that you have to take away and add back blocks about 100 times over in order to get something that actually looks pretty good, but for now I'm happy with this so far. Now I did bring a bunch of slabs and stairs over for the stone type so we can start adding this into the terrain to help really mix up those harsh lines that we have and just add a little bit more natural stuff to all this, and I think it's going to be really, really good. But there we go, with half of it sorted now, it's looking a lot better. I think that's super duper nice. I'm going to get this little side section in here built out as well, and we'll see what we got in the end. Really feeling like I need to get that bridge in here now so we can actually get up there, but this is the idea I have, and we maybe don't need a bridge. Maybe we just get up there and we never come back down. You guys just, please, there's so many pillagers in this world. I started digging this down so we could get a better idea of what it is, and I think I still need to go down another 6 or so blocks. We're up at 68, so yeah, we got to go down another 4 at least to be able to start decorating the bottom. I can't help it. It's definitely time to build a bridge here, so I was thinking we could bring ourselves out a few blocks this way, and I'm going to use some dirt just to guide ourselves along. So we give that 3 blocks, and then I think we just keep doing 3 blocks until we're across this entire void, because then we can slab it pretty easily. Because that'll bring us down to this point, which means the terrain over here only needs to come up a few blocks, then it'll be much easier to merge that down in, everything going over that way. And I think that'll be a good slope. I'm getting the slope sorted right now for having a pathway coming up, and I didn't want to have just a bunch of flat lines, so I've decided to take a lot of this that we have up here and really just start extending the slabs out, building it of just the andesite for now, because that's kind of turned into our primary block, but I think it's looking pretty solid. It's going to be weird to get some stone brick along the edges for this one, and then underneath, I'm thinking we go with the jungle that we have up there with the strip jungle logs and the planks and everything. We can make something really cool underneath. But we need to have the stone brick at least overlaying the tops of these guys so there's a little bit of it visible, and then we'll drop it down a bit further too to make it a bit more interesting. I was thinking about introducing some red tones like we have in the building up here with some polished granite all the way down this way, and we can use this as a bit of a decorative piece that we can cover up, and that lines up perfectly to the end. Okay. That's not looking half bad. I will say, though, it's rather tall, and if we think about being able to attack people from the castle, from, say, right there, the intruders could just come and hide here. I guess then they're still visible from everything over on that side, but I think I might drop everything down here a block. I think that could work a lot better. There we go. That over here, too much. That, I think, is pretty perfect. What we could do also is some trapdoors or something on top of these, so it just gets a little bit more of a cleaner line throughout, but for now, I think that's pretty good for a first take. Starting to feel like a little bit of a king of a castle up here. I'm loving this. This is starting to look pretty intense here, and we still have another 4 blocks to go down before we even start detailing the bottom of it, but holy cow, is it looking good. The sun is about to set here again, but one thing that I wanted to work on next was actually getting the underside of this bridge figured out. So I was thinking we could bring ourselves about to right here, using jungle planks to get ourselves started so we get that nice darker color that we have in the castle. And then from here, I'm going to start just creating a very large archway. But that'll be after we sleep. Something like this here could work pretty well, and then we just do full blocks going all the way up into the bottom of the bridge. And there it is. I think that actually is going to work out really well. You got to remember that the terrain around here is going to come around, so this is actually going to be a little bit lower. We're not actively going to be walking on this layer here. This won't exist soon, or there'll at least be like a stone cliff coming along here, so you'd be up and looking down upon it. A little bit of a glimpse could be something right along here, so if we get that stone brick really working down into it, I think it's going to be amazing. It's something that we're not going to see too often, but it's very important to make sure that the color lines up with the rest of the building. I may have gotten a little carried away here, everybody. I've been doing terraforming stuff like crazy around here. I've got a pathway sorted out with where the stone brick is going through. You can see the landscape is finished up a lot up to here. I got the side little barrier thing done for that, and I think it's really cool. I think it's pretty cool. I honestly might remove some of the walls in there to give it a more of a flowing feeling instead of just being a blob going across, but I'll mess around with that later. Up here, I did want to come through and add a few lanterns on top of the walls so we can get a bit of a light along this point. How many did I skip there? 2? All right, so let's skip 2 more, and we can do another set right there. Then beyond that, I've got some sweet berries as well as the jungle leaves because I feel like a way that we can make this place absolutely amazing is by bringing in a lot of life along the edge of the castle. For where we have these little dirt areas, we need a lot of stuff going on in them. This will help hide the fact that it's all grass blocks for now under here, so we could just do a little bit of a temporary fix to see what we like and what sticks, what doesn't. And then any ideas you all have, please be sure to let me know in the comments below for what we can add to these little sections. But I want to take a step back now and throw some shaders on and see what we've got. Let's see, right about here, and then we go up about 15 blocks. That seems like a great point to view this castle at. Shaders on 3, 2, and there we go, loading everything in, and holy cow, that looks amazing, even with the shadow across the front of it. If we wait here for a few minutes for the sun to get to back, like right about there, this thing is gonna look amazing. Oh, I'm so happy with this. I need all of the grass blocks to grow across here on top of the dirt so you can put the path blocks in going all the way down. And then I need to get that landscaping done. But this is enough for this project today because I still got something else I want to tackle. I can't stop looking at it. I can't stop looking at it. I just keep sitting here staring, gathering up the pumpkins and melons because I'm supposed to be headed over to the Mushroom Island, but I just want to keep looking at the new thing that we set up. It looks so good with the terraforming in front of it too. Oh, I'm so happy with this. But anyways, next step on things for today's episode. As mentioned, we will be headed on over to the Mushroom Island because I want to set up a little area for our zombie conversion and everything like that for the villagers and all that stuff to get the super cheap trades. But I'm going to bring some stuff with us so that we can get the zombie down into the cave, and I want to start laying that area out so we have a better idea of what the final product would be. I love the idea of having wings all over the place. Hopefully Henry's still hanging out in here. How we doing, buddy? Great to see ya. Yeah, there he is. Perfect. All right, so we've got you, and I need to get him all the way down into the caves, but let's set up where he's gonna be hanging out first. Right now we have a villager track that brings them down this way on the minecarts, and they get all the way into here where we have the large hall with Nova hanging out. We got the sugarcane farms up above. We've got our stonemason villagers. Sugarcane seems to be working though, so that is absolutely awesome. We've got a few stacks of it in here. As we expand this area, I want to add another segment of this same size right into here, and I've been kind of pushing the wall back a little bit, gathering up stone and everything in this area so I can actually, you know, gather stone here and then also use it elsewhere in the world. So we're doing 2 birds with 1 stone. Get it? Because we're mining stone? Ha! I'm sorry. Eventually, I'd love to hook that spider spawner over there to an auto string farm, so when we're back in this area, we can at least get some super simple string, or maybe there's a second one. We might be able to do an experience farm, but for now, I'm just going to open up a little space back here where we can put that map. Oh no, please no, meh. No, I just fixed that. I really should have put this in some sort of an order. Oh God, I've completely ruined it. Oh no. I think that's right. I think that's right. These 2 down here might be off, but yeah, it's okay. We're gonna ignore it. That's set up now, and now time to find a place to put our zombie. Got this area dug out a little bit back here, and sorry if the last clip didn't have any game audio. I've been testing out some new stuff here, and I think I messed it up, and I was not getting any audio. But anyways, I had an idea where we could set up double zombie purification processes by bringing a few guys all the way up here, where we're going to have a powered rail sitting right over here, and then we're going to have some regular rails. So the idea is that we also have a powered rail here, so we would send a villager all the way up to this point. We're going to have a block right here for them to stop at, and then I believe if we do a lever on top of that, that'll power or unpower that guy, so maybe we actually move the lever to the side. Probably a little bit safer to have it down there so we can activate it from this point. And then another lever down here, which will allow us to change which track it'll go. So if we have it flipped that way, they'll go up to there. If we have it flipped the other way, they'll go to this side. And the idea is that we're going to have the zombie sitting right on top of a sticky piston with a slab right here. So we can move him up and he can hit the feetsies. So by activating this lever here, the zombie will go up and down. So we need to somehow grab the zombie, bring him all the way down here, and have him sitting right on top of that slab. The reason why I'm setting all of this up down here, folks, is so that we can do 2 villagers at once, and I think it's going to be a lot faster. So that guy right there, we just need to flippy that, and it should be dropping back down so the zombie can sit in that point. I've got the slab up here, so when he does get moved all the way up, he still has 2 blocks of space, so he doesn't get suffocated or anything like that, and should definitely be able to hit the guys on the sides. Which, come to think of it, I'm just going to use the old trick of zombies cannot walk underneath the trapdoor, so we'll have this in here. He'll run forward as much as he can, then we break the block, and then he falls down. No need to deal with all that, but I'm going to dig a pathway to the surface now. I do have thorns on my armor now, so I'm gonna have to be pretty careful making sure he doesn't touch me. So Henry, come on with me, buddy. We gotta, oh, where did that cave go? I should have kept track of that, and I think it's right down here, yes? Yes. Come on, Henry, let's go, buddy. You've got a job ahead of you. Look at all that shiny gold armor. You're gonna be perfect. Down the dark spooky cave. Please come down here. Thank you very much. And breaking that, and you should be in. Look at him, he's down. Then to verify it works, we've got him in there, and if I do this, he's up, and if I do that, he's down. Oh, perfect. We're ready to convert some zombie villagers and get some amazing trades. Now I just need a lot more of these golden apples here. I guess we also need the splash potions of weakness too, so I have to start a mushroom farm somewhere, but at least we're set up to be able to do it, because I want to unlock these guys. We could get those pumpkin and melon trains down to 1 emerald each, it would be amazing. Back over in the farming base now, I was able to find a spider eye inside of one of my chests, so apparently we got one at some point, and then I got the bottles here, so we're actually going to be making up our first set. I think we can use that. Perfect, there we go. And I didn't bring the blaze powder up here. All right, well, I need to go get that, but first and foremost, you're just gonna sit there for now, buddy. And take 2, there we go, and then we put the gunpowder in after to make it a splash potion. I made a bunch more golden apples too, so we should be able to get this all done. First set is in there, potions of weakness, and gunpowder goes in. And perfect, splash potions of weakness, let's do it. Now in order to test this one, we're gonna be doing a live test with 2 of our farmer villagers over here, because this guy, he's unlocked through melons all the way, and this one is unlocked through melons as well, and actually through cakes. No, he's fully unlocked on everything. Okay, they're gonna be perfect test subjects to make sure this works. So if I break this, he can't get out. That's great. And then we can do this, and that should get him in the minecart. Perfect. Now let's get you out of there, buddy. Come on, we gotta go have some fun. So you're up that way and should be staying there. Yes. And now number 2. Let's go, bub. And it works. Yes, they're both up there. Perfect. Okay. Now if we flip him up, there's 1 going down. And we have a zombie villager. And then number 2. I need to give that guy a sword. I'm just scared of him killing me somehow if I give him a diamond sword. All right, well, he's down. Let's drop them down here. And this is where the real test is going to come in. Can I get away with doing 1 splash potion if I throw it right here? I think I got both of them. So we're getting you. Yep, both are doing the shaky shakies. Oh my gosh, there we go. We got one. Ooh, what are your trades at? Oh my gosh, 1 for each of them. I love you. Oh, that's great. I'm going to wait for him before I move you at all. We're waiting for your buddy over here. Now, ooh, wait, can I check everybody else's trades? You're about the same as what you were before. I was hoping that we would be close enough. Ooh, second one is cured now too, that you can sometimes cure these guys and everybody else will give you better trades as well. I haven't traded with these guys ever. Nah, we're not close enough. Bummer. I was really hoping being in the same hall would work. Oh, I love that. 1 emerald for each pumpkin and melon off of both these guys. The emerald generation is going to be insane because we can do them 2 at once. Oh, I don't even need that many more spider eyes. And with that, folks, we're going to have to be calling this episode here. Thank you all so very much for the support. This episode has been a very, very long time in the making. As you're seeing, it's coming out a few days later than the typical episodes do in the week. So thank you all so very much for checking this one out. Please be sure to leave that like down below if you would be so kind. Subscribe if you're brand new, my friends. And let me know what part of the castle we should be tackling next. And with that, my friends, I will catch you on the fWhip side.